I'm joined with the amazing Belinda McGowan and Rachel Brown. Rachel, all the way from Brisbane, Belinda, all the way from Perth. And in their own right, they have great stories and great knowledge. If you don't follow these two guys on socials, look for them and follow them because you're going to learn things every day when you listen to the things that they know. They've both studied nutrition and they both have learned so much over the years about how to look after your body. So, over to the first one of those, Belinda McGowan.
Thank you. And I hope everyone had a lovely Easter. And I'm super excited tonight to really dig deep into habits because, I was asked over the weekend during Easter, we're enjoying ourselves and maybe a bit of guilt, comes into some people. And they said to me, how do you do the 80-20 lifestyle and still get results? Because, I do enjoy, a glass of Prosecco and things like that to celebrate with my family. And, I love food, but how do I maintain my results? And it is having the 80-20 lifestyle. And it is, the 80% that moves you forward is your training, your nutrition, your mindset, and your daily actions. And the 20% is that flexibility for life, social events, rest time. And that's doing the 80-20 is how you can keep moving forward. You can see my results to keep going better. And so sometimes when people are too disciplined as well, like they're really restrictive. And what happens is Easter comes, and because they've been so strict and so restrictive and got with going without, they just have that mindset of, oh well, I've undone everything. I'm just going to blow out the whole weekend. And sometimes that just keeps going on and on and on, right? And that's why people come to us sometimes and say, well, I need a reset. And so, what I actually love about this program and also, just learning the lifestyle, it is the lifestyle shift as we're talking about, is creating the habits where you don't have to reset, where you can continue getting the results, learn those nutrition hacks and knowledge so you don't have to keep resetting and being restrictive, where you can have that 80-20 balance. Now, Heather, I know we've all been working on the lifestyle shift and these habits, but you've really nailed a morning routine that has helped you become, an ultra runner and just getting better and better as you age.
Thank you. Yes, I have. And people often ask me, they look at, sorry, I'm just letting someone in. They look at the difference over, like 13 years for me, and the way that I have managed to age in, I think, a great way and get fitter and fitter. And someone said to me recently, what is it that you do? Do you get injured? Because, I do a lot of long running. I did 20 kilometers on Saturday over Easter. I've got a 3.5 hour run coming up next weekend. And, I seriously am very blessed as far as injury goes. And I also stay pretty strong, fit, and healthy for someone who turns 67 in May. And I thought, well, what is it? And it is these basics. So the way Belinda talks about these habits. So, for me, it is making sure, and creatine is new to us, but you only need to do the research about creatine. And, I was talking to someone about it the other day, and they're saying, you know what? It really helps with your strength. It helps with your muscle building. It helps with your cognitive function. Don't we all want to help with our brain power? Just do your own research on creatine, but to start your day, and the key thing with creatine is to make sure you keep using it every single day. Is just so powerful. And, it's not about building your biceps, I promise you. It's about everything else, and so important for women. So I came up with this chap routine: creatine first, hydrating second. You've been, 12 hours or however many hours you've been resting or sleeping, or 8 hours or 6 hours or whatever it is. You haven't been drinking during that time. So already we wake up dehydrated. So to have, water next. And if you have it with our beautiful hydrate as well, even better. And then putting adaptogens in your body just to settle you and make sure that your day goes well. For me, to have those adaptogens first thing in the morning makes all the difference. And then to, really put your protein in. And these guys are going to talk a bit more about protein later on, so I won't go on about it. But, we need to have regular protein right throughout our day. So that's for me: creatine, hydrate, adaptogens, and a protein. So, Rachel, what are your habits? Oh, where is she? Rach, where are you?
Oh, sorry, unmute. That would be helpful, wouldn't it?
That's all right.
Um, I'm very big on gut health, toxins, and making sure that we live a really healthy life. My past is revolved around my really not having great gut health, due to, not eating properly, and then that impacting my mental health. So super, super passionate about making sure that what you're putting into your body is the best possible nourishment for your body, because everything, single thing counts. And a lot of people think that when they go to the supermarket and they go to the health aisle and they think, and I used to be the same, that everything in the health aisle is actually healthy for you, but it isn't. And we can't trust big business. We can't trust government. We can't trust anybody other than ourselves to look after our health. So that means you need to do your research. And it is a bit scary, because when you start doing research on toxins and what's in our food, you really, really quickly realize that there isn't that much that is 100% pure. And isogenics is 100% pure, triple tested for pesticides, herbicides, dioxins, PCBs, heavy metals, all of those things that we're putting into our body every day by just being alive on the planet. We don't want to put it into our body through food. So really, really important not to believe everything you read on a label, but check your labels. If it's got more than 5 ingredients, don't buy it. That's my advice. The other thing too that not many people realise, that the Australian supplement industry is not regulated. So when you go to a chemist warehouse or anything and you buy anything over the counter, what is on that label is not what's in the container. Yes, it might have a small percentage of that product in it, but not enough to be doing you any good. For example, collagen powders, it might say it's got 5 grams of collagen, but that 5 grams of collagen is equal to about 0.1 of a gram, because of the quality of it and the extra toxins and fillers that have been added to that product. So it's really important to keep that in mind. The other thing is cortisol. If you live on this planet, you have high cortisol, whether you think you do or not. A lot of people don't think they do, but they absolutely do. If you've got kids, if you work full time, if you live in a city, your cortisol levels are high. And that is another big problem, because that makes you store fat around your waist. Combined with the toxins, you become you're hormonally out of whack and your body is out of whack. And the other thing too that no one is doing is 2 grams of protein per kilo of your ideal body weight. Now that is new research that's come out, and a lot of people say to me, isn't it more like 1.5? Well, yes, it used to be. When I studied nutrition, it was, but it has actually been revised for people that are over 40, because our bodies become resistant to protein as we age. So therefore, you need more of it. And you also need creatine to help your muscles absorb that protein. I could go on forever about these 3 topics, but I won't. I'll stop talking and pass it over to Belle, and she can talk about hydration.
Thanks, Rach. And yeah, hydration. Definitely aim for 2.5 to 3 liters of water a day. Now, your body actually needs hydration. Not only it's for your digestive system, for your blood, for your brain, like everything. So it's just not for, you think, oh, I've just got to drink more water. There is so many other reasons why your body actually physically needs it for the body processes. And moving your body, I cannot stress how, just walking in the pool, going for a 20-minute walk, riding a bike, anything, because moving your body, it's just so good for a stress relief as well. But moving your body, you're going to burn some more calories as well, and just feel so much better. I recommend people hit at least, well, maximum, if you can, 10,000 steps a day. So if you're not hitting 10,000 steps a day, definitely start walking. I know Darylene, we tweaked her nutrition about 6 weeks ago, and she thought she was hitting and doing a lot of steps because she has a job where she's on her feet all day. And it was only that she was doing 3,500 steps a day. So she's walking on the treadmill now, and her weight has started to drop, which is amazing. So just these small little tweaks to get your body moving and your metabolism going, and it just makes you feel so good and energized as well. I know for me, the less I do, the less energy I have. Next slide. What is up next?
Oh, it's my beautiful lady. We have a lady hopping on. I'm going to unmute her in a minute, or hopefully she can unmute herself if you can figure out how to do that. I know she's at work and she's taken a little bit of time out to hop on here. But, stories are so good. And Natalja has really got a great story because over the last 2 years, she's really been looking after her body. And I'm going to flick to another slide with some other pictures of her. But I just wanted you to know that, can't you already see just by looking at these two pictures, and these are 10 years apart, by the way, reduced inflammation, she's balancing her hormones, she's definitely got her healthy gut, and she's had the weight loss as well. So Natalja, are you able to unmute, my lovely?
Yeah, I already done.
Here she is. So tell us a bit about your experience and, where you were before and where you are now. It's Thank you for talking to us tonight.
Hello, everyone, lovely people. I love to see you smiling. I work home, like I never work so fast to come to you and tell my story. My story started like 2 years ago when I was looking for the good collagen. Like we told before, like when you go into the chemist, it's a lot of range of the collagen, right? And I didn't understand why this is like $5, another $50. And when my friend tell me, Natalja, come with us to the presentation for Heather, and I couldn't make it, but I tell my friends, okay, if it's good, I trust you, just order for me collagen. And when I come back, that big parcel came. It wasn't just collagen, it was full reset program. I wasn't expect that, but because you have that from your friend, you trust them and they know me. If I start it, if I love it, I just unstoppable. And this is what happened. All my life, I was in a different multi-level marketing. I was taking good multivitamin, minerals, antioxidants, but I never know about the protein, how protein, the big power for us. And when I start this program, it's just game changer because I was sweet tooth. I love sweet. And even I have multivitamins and minerals, I always have that craving. I didn't understand what's wrong with me. But when I start on protein, it's craving stop. I stop eating so much sweet stuff, and it was changing. And I'm not the sporty person. I never like run so much. I adore the people who doing that so much. I just love peaceful life. But when you're losing couple kilos, you just get more energy and you get more active. And like my story, I think like for new people who trying to check a lot of product, just trust your friends, right? They never will tell you something wrong. And now I have people who say, Natalja, you just changed so much, right? And in 2 years they see the different. I was knocking to the doors and they say, oh, and now like it's happening. It start happening. The seeds what I planted, they start growing. I'm so excited. Like, that momentum. I never had momentum in another companies. Here, such a big support of the people and such a great product. I'm like crazy, unstoppable. No, like everything is possible. And now I'm even going to the modeling. I want to be perfect from every angle. Even I feel like I'm okay now, but it's just like, for me, it's just,
Thank
thank you
you.
very much.
We are very proud of you sharing, and I know also, for those that don't know, English is her second language, so she was nervous to share, but that is great, and it's just a real live story of someone. You can hear how happy she is now. So thank you so much for sharing. That's awesome. Okay, so the thing that Natalja did is she jumped on the 30-day reset. And so I'm going to ask, I think it's Belinda starting or Rach. I can't remember who's next, but whoever's going to cover off the 30-day reset. Go, guys.
Yeah, I'll jump in, Heather. So our 30-day reset is a really great way to reset at your baseline. We work on, calming your body from the high cortisol, which Rachel was talking about previously. We use the Ionic Supreme, which really helps with that. It's a daily adaptogenic herbal tonic shot. We also incorporate 2 isolene shakes a day, so you get your protein hit. It's a really great way to supplement around whole foods. So we would be getting you to have a whole meal as well, and even some protein-focused whole food snacks morning and afternoon. We have a natural accelerator as well to speed up your metabolism. The Isoflush at night, I absolutely love that product. And then we have the Cleanse for Life as well, which really helps detox all those toxins Rachel was talking about, strip that visceral fat and the inflammation as well. Next slide. And this is what a shake day looks like. So just quickly through what I just spoke about, that's visually what a day would. And then the next slide is some of the meals that you could be, we really want to go back to basics where you're having food, whole foods. It looks so good, visually appealing as well. High protein, a good balance of carbs and fats as well, healthy oils. You're not going to be hungry. Okay, so we have all these recipes available for you. They're some of our favorites.
Okay, so this is one of my favorite products of all time, Ionic Supreme. So this is what I call the cortisol buster. It's full of adaptogens, and adaptogens are little tiny herbs that help your body to adapt to stress. We can't get rid of stress, but we can help our bodies adapt. And this is like a non-negotiable. It's one of the pillars of our program and one of the reasons why our program is so successful. So every single person should be in the world. I know I'm exaggerating, but I really believe this. Everyone needs 30 mils of Ionic Supreme every single morning to survive in our world. And it is one of the best products out there. Helps your body lose the weight without being stressed, and just gets you going as well.
Mhm.
And a cleanse days. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever done a cleanse day.
I know there's someone on here who's on her first, and I'm on one today too.
Wow, amazing. Yeah. Look, honestly, they are, for some people, they nail them. Other people, it's a bit of an acquired taste, but honestly, they are so good for you. Your body goes through a really powerful process called autophagy, which means your cells clean themselves out, really gets into the mitochondria of the cells and gets rid of toxins and impurities, and in some cases, disease as well. And it really just involves drinking a really lovely berry liquid, which is full of botanicals, herbs, and adaptogens. toxins. You drink that 4 times a day, and you have some little cute little snacks I call Scooby snacks. They look like the old Ovaltinis. If you're as old as I am, you'll remember them. And they stop you being hungry. They have chromium in them and a little bit of protein, carbs, and fats to keep your blood sugar stable and your insulin level. So it is just next level amazing. It makes a huge difference, popping in a cleanse day once a week.
And collagen.
Now, this is one of my favorite, and you won't believe it. I ran out today. Oh my God, I let somebody have a box to try it, and I realized I don't have any left. So I'm stressing. So I've got to take extra ionics to try and calm down. But this stuff is amazing. There is nothing on it like on the market. There is lots of collagen out there. It is all rubbish. You always have to look for the scientific studies. And if you haven't seen our scientific studies, let the person know who you invited you onto this call, and we'll shoot them through to you, because you can't believe everything on the market, because as I said before, the supplement industry in Australia is not regulated. So anybody can say anything. Anyone can put a before and after photo on a product and say it works, and it actually doesn't. You're just wasting so much money. The results are next level. They're the kind of results that you just can't get anywhere else. And I don't go a day without this product, except for today, so I ran out stupidly.
Awesome. So these packs, do you want to run through these? Because I know that you talk to people lots about collagen, and there's
Yeah.
a few different ways you can grab it.
So the top section is Australia prices, and New Zealand is down the bottom. So there's a few different ways you can buy your collagen. It always makes more sense financially to buy more, because you're going to save more money. But if you just want to try it, you're not sure, go with the 4-pack, because what I recommend you do is your first week, take 2 a day and then back off to 1 a day. But really important with this is you need to increase your water intake and eat clean food as well, because it all adds up and it all makes a difference. But honestly, I always say to people, your skin is your largest organ. Like, what is that worth to you? What is your skin worth to you? And for me, I mean, if I didn't have skin, like, what's holding you together? It is like the most important thing. So you need to look after it and replace the collagen that your body is no longer producing as you age.
And when you think about it, how many people buy a takeaway coffee every day? So,
Yeah.
you know, and the price
Cheaper
they're
than a
going up.
takeaway coffee. Cheap. Yeah, and like, why wouldn't you? So this is the thing. You've just got to try and think about things logically. I'm buying a coffee, or I could buy this. What would be better for my skin? So it comes down.
And so then we have our 30-day reset packs, and you can see here the New Zealand one and the Australian one. And so for people who want to dip their toe in and just do a 14-day, that's there. We highly recommend the 30-day. And you heard Natalja speak before about getting her collagen and also getting the 30-day pack as well. So that's what that one was. So it's such a great way to get started. So coming right back to what I said at the beginning about my chap routine, if you want to just play around with a few products, then start with that basic 4 products to kick your day off well and start feeling good. Or if you want to do a full 30-day reset, that option's there, or of course the collagen.